Hey, what's going on, y'all? Just tried to do this video just now, and my wife's calling me on FaceTime. So, anyways, just sitting here having me a nice Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. It's my beer of choice, October and November. And then they come out with one. He's saying, hi, get out of here. All right, come on. Take the phone over there. I'm trying to do a video. Anyways, and then they come out, Samuel Adams comes out with Samuel Adams Cold Snap. And that's my December, January beer. But really great beer here, the Oktoberfest. And I actually had the day off because we are getting a ton of rain down here in Florida. It's supposed to rain all day into Saturday. And we supposed to get a cold front afterwards. It's going to be down in the 40s at night, so we got some cold weather coming in. But anyways, I want to do a quick video because I just got a package just now delivered. I've been waiting on this for a while, and anyways, and I was actually opening it up and everything on the last video. So, but I finally got back some of the comics I've talked about before. My son and I, my son's into comic books, and I used to collect comic books when I was a kid back in the early '90s, and I still have all my old books, which he's kind of got me back into it. And I found out I had a lot of key issues in my collection that were, that were worth some money, and if I got them graded, I could get even more money for them. So that was kind of the deal with the whole comic book thing, and then we got a subscription that we get, and every month too on it. So, but the company that I sent the comics to was CGC, which is a grading company for collectibles, everything from comic books, cards, whatever you got collectible wise, you send it to them, they grade it, and they give you a grade on it, and then you can sell it and get more money and all that stuff. So anyways, that's what I did with some of my comics. It looks like I sent 4 off to them and I got 2 back. So I think I got 2 more coming from them. And I did send off 5 other comics to another company called CGC, I think. They're over in Texas. CGC is out of Florida, Sarasota. So anyways, but I just got these in, and I haven't even looked at the grade on them. I was opening it up on the last video, and then my wife called, so I got them right here, and I got 2 of them, I know that. And this is some of the information cards that they give you. And as far as the grading goes, that's what it looks like. They put them in these plastic cases. They call them slabs, but they seal them up. They put a grade on them, and all that. It shows that it's certified and all that good stuff. So anyways, that's just some of the information they put in. And I got some wrap here. Some bubble wrap. Now I noticed I've never done this before. This is the first time I've had any of my books graded. And so I don't even know what the grades are. But I've really gotten into the whole comic book thing again, collecting wise. And key comics and spec books. And a lot of guys on YouTube I watch. I think I've talked about this in the comic book subscription video I did that my son and I get. But I've really kind of gotten into the whole comic book industry again, and I've been learning a lot from a lot of the guys who've been in it for years and still been doing it, not collecting and all that good stuff. So I've been learning a lot from like Comic Tom, Jim Mint, a lot of other comic book. Swaggle Hoss is another one that's pretty good. But anyways, a lot as far as when they show their slabs, I noticed when they show their slabs, they don't look at it, and then they flip it up, and then they find out the grade with the audience. So, anyways, boy, I tell you what, CGC, boy, they make sure they got them all. Okay, so I want to flip them this way. Okay. Now there has been a lot of topics or videos going on talking about CGC and these grading companies, and there's one guy I was watching. Damn, I just saw one of the grades. Well, I already know one, but anyways, so it's been a lot of talk about as far as the grading companies, like some comics coming back that should have been a lesser grade than they put on the slab, and a lot of the comic book guys were, they pretty nail on about, when they look at a book, they can tell as far about, what the grade is on it. And they sent some books out and was expecting less grades, but they came back as higher grades. And in a way, like some people are like, why you complain? You should be happy. But that kind of hurts everybody, and that hurts the industry, especially with the grading thing, is because you want to make sure those grades are on point, and then when you're selling them, because and like he had a book that was a 9.6, and then this one came back a 9.8, and that one that he was upset about had all these issues on it compared to this one that it wasn't bad at all, and they gave it a lesser grade. So it really pissed him off to see that, and then we don't, you're not for sure now if we can trust these companies in grading. Like I'm looking at the grade right now in one of my books, and I thought it was going to be at least a 9.8, and it's showing a 9.6. So I'm a little kind of down out about that right now, looking at this book. But we'll see. So, but this was the first time I did it. All I did was get them graded, and then I had them press it, which pressing means they get all the wrinkles out, flatten out the book. If the spine's curling a little bit, whatever, but they make sure everything's nice and flat, and they press it out. Some guys do that before they send them off, but I pay CGC to do it, which was an extra charge. So, but anyways, there's a lot of other things now I've learned since I did these, which I sent these off back in earlier this year in April, I think. Yeah, I think it was like in April, June or July. Back in June, July, I sent these off, and I just got them back. So that's the other thing with the grading thing. It's taking forever for the books to get back. And a lot of the books I got graded, I wanted back before a certain movie, and I didn't get them now. And now the prices have gone down. Austin, hey, calm down. Anyways, let's jump into this. So the first one, this is a book I really love. This was actually a character. Okay, you sit down, but turn that down. You gotta turn it down. Anyways, boom, Spawn issue 1. Okay, came back as 9.6. This is a Todd Farland story. This is like one of his first books that he actually put out. It says white pages, so the pages were still white. First appearance of Spawn, Al Simmons, Pit pinup by Dill, Kino and Spawn pinup. George Perez pull out Spawn poster, so they had the poster in there. But I'm really surprised this came back as a 9.6. Like, I see there's one spine tick here. I mean, a little bit on the corner there. Anyways, I'm a little surprised about that. But, I'll show you guys out of the package. So, this is it here. Yeah, it says 9.6, and you got your grading logo up there. Corners were good on here. I mean, that corner maybe. Are you okay, princess? Anyways, and then get the back of the book. I'm just looking at the back. I mean, the corner here is a little. I mean, I guess one spine tick, couple corners where it's a little whiteness. This side's good. It's mainly on this side. So I guess at 9.6. I was kind of hoping for the 9.8, but anyways, Spawn issue 1. I do have 2 of these. This is the newsstand, which if you guys don't know what the newsstand, they have newsstand edition, they have direct edition. The newsstand means there's less copies of the newsstands out there in the public. Direct, there's actually more. The reason for that, newsstand comics, the newsstands would get the books, or the comic book stores would, and if they didn't sell them, they could send them back to the to the companies, and then they could get their money back on ones they didn't sell, which the companies would take those books and trash them and get rid of them. So newsstands, there's less copies of them compared to direct. When the comic book stores bought them, they got direct editions. You pay for what you get, and that's it. They're yours. You can't send them back. Whatever you don't sell, it's yours. So that's the difference between that. And when you're collecting, you really want to get the newsstand editions is what you're looking for. So anyways, 9.6 Spawn issue 1, newsstand. And I do have a direct copy that I didn't get graded in my collection so I can read it, or somebody else can read it. I did keep that for that. That's one thing I like to do. I like to have 2 of everything. I was always kind of in the whole prepper mindset, even back when I was collecting comics, to try to get 2 of everything, or try to on certain books. So I wish I would have done more of that. at the time. But anyways, so Spawn issue 1, got that one back. And the other one, I know I saw the front, so I know it's in here. But the other one was the big one that I wanted. The new Venom movie came out, Venom 2, and the new character in the movie was Carnage, which Carnage is Venom is alien symbiote, I think that's how they call it, and he infects this character, and it has a costume, and it has like this alien costume type deal, and Carnage is kind of a branch off of that. So there's a whole story into that, how it goes. But Carnage is the psychopath of the Venom character, and So, anyways, Carnage. It's Amazing Spider-Man issue 361, I think it is, and it was the first appearance of Carnage in the comic book. So I wanted to get this graded. It was a huge key book because it was the first appearance of Carnage. And the prices were through the roof on this book before the movie, but now the movie came out and the prices have gone down. So I missed the chance to sell this book to get top dollar for it, but I am going to wait later on because I'm sure they're going to be doing more with Carnage and having more movies, and then this book will spike back up again. So same thing with Spawn. The reason I got this graded, they've had some old Spawn movies in the past, did okay, they weren't that great, but Spawn is supposed to be coming back. And they're going to be having a new movie, which I'm sure is going to be amazing. And then that book's going to go up. So, anyways, I think this book right now for 9.6, it's going for like $300, somewhere at graded on that price range. So, $300 book there. And I only paid $1.95. All right, and I did okay. See, I feel a little bit better because I would have been pissed if I would have got a 9.6 on this book, because I was hoping for the 9.8 on this mother. I got a 9.8. I'm happy. Because this was kind of one. Spider-Man was one of my favorites when I was a kid. And Carnage was also a character I liked. I always loved the villains. I always loved the bad guy, as far as that. And Carnage was a really good villain. My favorite villain is the Joker, which I love the Joker. I have quite a few books of him, and he's still a favorite of mine even to this day. But Carnage was a good one when it came to the Spider-Man and Venom series, which I have a ton of Spider-Man books, back, during that time. And Venom was another one of my favorites. So, but anyways, this is Amazing Spider-Man Carnage, 361. No spine ticks. Staples are good. All the corners are good. It is a newsstand edition, which is even better. 9.8 white pages. First full appearance of Carnage. Now I have the other book that I'm actually getting graded, and it's actually the first appearance of Carnage, which they call it a cameo. That's in another issue of Spider-Man. That's actually getting graded, and that kind of showed the first picture of Carnage, but not the costume. This is the first full appearance of Carnage in this book. So I'll show you the back. That was the back, if anybody remembers that. Back in the early 90s, this book came out in 92, and I believe it was 92 for Spawn, if I remember right, May 1st. Yep, 92. So, anyways, no spine ticks, corners were great. Corners on the back was great. So, what the hell? Is that part of the picture, or is that the freaking book? So, guys, I'm seeing something here. Alright, so here's a perfect example. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It's going to be hard. But down here at the bottom, see that red right there? Now, you can see where something cut it. Down at the bottom down there. There's a nip down there. And I don't remember that being there for me. And the way it looks, the way it's cut, it's coming down. And it's cut into the book, like even into the book. That back, maybe the first two back pages, definitely the back page. Now, I don't know if that's from when they put the slab on it. Because I don't remember that being there. And that's a cut, so I didn't do that. But there's no problems around the whole book on the corners, the front, no spine ticks, the staples are good, no corner, all the corners are good there. But there's a damn spot there that I think they did on that back side. You can see it right there. See that? And they gave it a 9.8. My Spawn, 9.6. It has one spine tick, and then two of the corners on the front are kind of a little bit white, but these corners here are good. And then the corners on the back here are good. And then I guess on the spine, you can see where it's kind of, it got hit being in the pack. When I had it, you know, when the corners got hit, they give it a 9.6. But this right here, that's a fresh cut right there. And I think that's from them when they graded that. So, you know, for me going to sell this, if I sell, I'm going to hope nobody sees it. Or I'm going to take pictures. On the graded ones, all you got to do is take a picture of the front and take a picture of the back. The number speaks for itself. But see, this is a perfect example of what's going on with the grading companies and why a lot of comic book collectors are upset, because they don't feel like they're getting the true value, the truth out of them, and there's being some corners cut or something. So anyways, perfect example right there. Having a 9.8 and a 9.6 and then seeing that kind of, you know, that really bothers me, because this is my book, you know, and it got damaged. So anyways, and that wasn't there before. So anyways, guys, but it did come back as a 9.8, so you know, I gotta be happy for that. But these are two of the books out of the 4 that I sent to CGC, and this is what they look like. These are the slabs. Careful, Spinner. And yeah, and I got 2 more coming. One of them is Robin 2 with Joker on the front of it, and that was one of my favorites. Joker's in a madhouse in a padded room with a restraint jacket on, and looking all crazy. And that's a good one too. And then the other one I sent off was another SpiderMan one, which I'll show that. But anyways, yeah, got some slabs. Bam! Be a good picture for the video right there. And yeah, let me know if anybody's interested in wanting to buy them, because I am going to be selling them. The Spawn one I'm probably going to be keeping, because that's kind of my favorite. Spawn was another character I really like. But the Spider-Man Carnage one, I'm going to see how much they're going for the newsstands at a 9.8. See if I can get a good value on it. I just went to the comic book store today, actually, our local comic book store, and they have a 9.6 going for $6.50 right now. So this is selling for $6.50 and a 9.6 at my comic book store. So there's no reason why I couldn't get you know, more than that for this 9.8. So anyways, but we'll see. But anyways, guys, just want to show you that video, show you I got some of the slabs in, you know, what me and my son's doing with the comic books, and I was real excited to get it. So anyways, but hope everybody's doing good. I got a new self-defense tool I'm looking into. There's 2 self-defense tools that I'm looking at. I'm deciding on which one I want to get. And 2 different companies, around the same value. One's a little bit more, but it's a new self-defense tool that I'm getting for SHTF. Also to use too for everyday or outdoors. One of them is great for outdoors, the other one would be great for EDC. But it's 2 tools, self-defense tools that I'm looking at to upgrade those areas for SHTF. And I've been looking at these companies for a while, and both of these products for a long time. But they're not cheap. It's going to be expensive, and it's expensive prep, but it's definitely something that's going to be very important, especially with them coming at the Second Amendment and coming after firearms. I'm always making sure I got other self-defense tools just in case I didn't have a firearm or something happened with our country where they try to come after them. I will have other tools for self-defense to protect myself and my family. So anyways, I got that coming. I haven't bought them yet, but I'm looking into them. But I should be. I've kind of made my decision on which one I'm going to get, and I'll be doing a video on that, showing them, and even testing them out and all that good stuff. So, anyways, hope everybody's good. God bless. Take care. Be healthy. We're getting better. Little one's got the cough and the runny noses now, but we gotten better. I still got a little sore throat and stuff, but I've been taking my black elderberry. If you guys don't know about black elderberry, I highly recommend you taking black elderberry. It boosts your immune system. I've been taking it now for the last 2 years before COVID, and then COVID hit, and I haven't been sick in 2 years ever since I started taking black elderberry. So that's what I take every day, off and on, throughout the year to keep my immune system strong, and I highly recommend that, and it's done me and my family well, as far as my wife and I, staying healthy and, and fighting through this. So highly recommend black elderberry. I get the little gummies, the little supplements, 2 a day. It works great. So anyways, I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everybody's good. We're getting better, getting through it. Take care. God bless. See you on the next one. All right, y'all.